Hello collective, this is Tam from Artemis Oracle doing your reading for the weekend ahead. I just filmed the love reading for full moon and Libra for all signs. Just like a quick little reading similar to what I did yesterday. Let's just see what comes up. I'm going to pull the Answer Oracle deck. This is my new favorite deck. I love reading with these cards. You know, I get a lot of information, a lot of downloads, intuitive nudges with these cards. So let's see, what does the collective need to look out for the weekend ahead? Okay, we're getting a lot of cards. Okay, the first card we have is reject, navigation. No, why did I say navigation? No. Negation, never, forbid, taboo. Okay, so there may be somebody that there may be some sort of rejection this weekend that you may find out about. It doesn't necessarily have to be with you, but you may be, it may be with somebody that may have rejected, you may have rejected or may have rejected you. Oh, excuse me. That just came out of nowhere. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, memories came out. Old acquaintances, old debts, recollections or prejudice. I feel like you're going to be rejecting some memories that maybe somebody wanted to come back, probably to reconnect with you, and or vice versa. You may be rejected if you're trying to reconnect with somebody at this time. I feel like that, you know, you may be thinking about stuff that has happened in the past, and you're like, fuck no, never again. If that person comes back, I have no interest in the past. You know, it's like, no, if anybody want to try to settle anything, you're like, no, we're good. It's not, there's no more discussion, you know. So it's like you may be in this mind frame where you don't want to engage with something that something from the past, something that, you know, yeah, you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready to have a fresh new start, a clean slate, clean up, sweep, clean, empty, organize. I think that you're wanting to enter into a new phase of your life, and anything that isn't necessarily, that's my new word, necessarily. I like using the word. If it's something that isn't going to benefit you in any way, you're going to be rejecting it. You may be possibly decluttering this weekend, looking for what you have, possibly doing the Marie Kondo method, like, does this bring me joy? You know, you probably are going to Marie Kondo people out of your life. You know, you're gonna see or have this realization that certain people aren't for you anymore. They're not doing it for you. You know, it's gonna be a process for you. It says journey, growth, path, experiences. And it's interesting that the experience song is playing right now. You know, all the experiences that you've experienced are kind of triggering these memories, and they may be bringing up certain feelings that you may have to process at this time, you know, and you may be having to reject some ideas, some beliefs that you were holding on to before, because moving forward, it's like you're trying to have this new stage in your life, whatever you're moving towards. You want it to be void of any negativity, void of any negativity. It's like you're wanting to leave certain things in the past. You're moving forward, but certain things are going to remain where they belong, in the past. Certain memories may be coming up that may be triggering you, and it's allowing you the time to process, to purify, to purge whatever it is that you're feeling, I know this is something I'm going through. In the Moonology book, they said that water signs and earth signs may have a harder time with the Libran full moon, and the air signs and the fire signs it's gonna work for them. But I like lately, you could let me know in the comment section if you agree. I've been having some memories come up, stuff from the past, and it's like I had to process it to see how I feel, even how I feel about the people, feel about the experience, how I felt about myself, how I feel about things now with hindsight, knowing and having a better understanding. It's a process. It's a purging process. It's a purification process. This is something that you have to do in order to go into the next phase of your life without any emotional, energetic baggage. you know. Anything else? Yeah, timing, deadline, synchronization, rhythm, moments. I feel like this is the perfect time to be doing this, you know, to be doing this purge, because with full moons, sometimes with the releasing process, with the purging process, there may be the question of whether or not you have to be forgiving. Do you have to forgive anybody? Do you have to forgive yourself? You know, this is the perfect time. It's this deadline, synchronization, rhythm, moment. It's like you're in this moment where you are processing, where you're reflecting, where you are analyzing, you're being logical, you're looking at things from a clearer, more objective perspective. Objective perspective. And it's something that you don't have to rush. There is no deadline with having to go through this process, because it is a journey. Some journeys take longer than others, and that may be the case with this particular journey of processing, purging, and purifying yourself. This is about like a transformation. It's about shedding an old skin, and we are in the year of the snake. This is about healing. It's about shedding old skin. It's about growth. It's about expansion. It's about evolution. It's about leaving behind what doesn't serve you so that you can go towards what does, you know. Chat, you may be having to talk to somebody at this time. Sometimes clarity, some type of closure is needed. I feel like closure is subjective, you know. I think it's subjective, but you may be chatting with someone about some memories. You may be talking to somebody about what you're going through right now, and they're maybe helping you process your emotions, helping you to process. Basically, they're there to support you, you know. They may be there to answer questions that you may have as you're going through this process, because sometimes we have friends that are very blunt with us, who will tell us the truth, that won't sugarcoat things. And you may be processing whatever has happened in the past, and they're giving you their perspective, they're giving you advice, they're letting you know, or giving you information about something that you probably didn't even realize about yourself, or the situation that you may have been engaging in, or your past situations if they've known you for a long time. So they're like, talking to someone is possibly going to help you with this process, this purging process. It may be, it could be, if it is involving another person, you may even go back in time to, I guess, get some closure, you know, or possibly to see if a situation that you may have been dealing with in the past is truly over, so that you can really move forward without ever having to look back. You know, you may be processing and thinking about whether or not you want to go back to a situation. But I think that with you going through this entire process, you're going to know what you're going to reject and what you're going to accept moving forward into your next phase. Seed, nurture great growth, potential, possibility. Yeah, I feel like you know what you want to invest in, and you may be receiving some sort of offer, and it's going to be something that you're going to have to reflect on. It's something that you're going to have to process. You may possibly access old memories, see how it relates to whatever this offer possibly is. Is it something that you want to nurture? Has it worked out in the past? If it hasn't, then it may be something that you're going to reject. Is it something that is going to bring you growth? Is there potential? You know, is there a possibility? Something that's going to leave you smiling? Is it going to bring you happiness? Is it going to bring you joy? Is it going to bring you prosperity? You know, you're going to be processing whatever this is. And whatever this is, it may come in at the right time, this seed, you know, and it may reveal itself with in the right time when you're having some sort of discussion with someone, you know. The seed may grow from the conversation that you're having with someone. You may receive some type of information or guidance that inspires you to consider what seeds you want to plant. Really, you saw that. Ignore. Your focus, detox, overlook. Yeah, like it's like it's with the rejection, you know. You're gonna, whatever an offer is that may be coming, any seed that wants to be planted, you're gonna process it to see if it's something worth investing or if it's something that you should ignore, you shouldn't even consider. You know, is it something that should be overlooked? You're gonna be like, yeah, seek guidance, help, miracle. With this card coming out and with ignore, I think there may be something coming up that you shouldn't ignore. I think that as you're going through this process, don't get clouded in your judgment. Don't get clouded in the memories, the feelings that were attached to it. There may be some important information that you shouldn't overlook, you know. That's going to help you with making the decision. It's going to help you with deciding what you need to remove from your life. You know, what you need to organize, what you need to declutter, reject, you know. Okay, I gotta get one more card. Wow, a couple cards came out. Oh, you're getting boobies, boobies. Okay. Wow, surprise and courage. Unexpectedly, another way beyond imagination and bravery, adventure, fatal, brilliance. I think the fatal is the rejection. If there's something that you're going to be rejecting, that's just gonna nick something in the bud. You know, interestingly, nip something at the bud. Is it nick or nip? Nip something at the bud. Nick? I don't know. Yeah, it's something that you're gonna know to cut off. But with surprise and courage, I feel like as you're going through this process, you're gonna have a better understanding of yourself. You're going to be able to see the growth that you have made through whatever experiences you've had in your life. You're gonna see how much you've grown, how much you were able to remove certain things from your life that wasn't serving you, that may have been hindering your growth, may have been holding you back. You know, things that you possibly ignored in the past, but you can no longer ignore now. I think that you're finding out that you're a brave person and that you are ready to embark on this new journey. And it's interesting that we have the ship here, but we also have the scooter. So it's like I don't know, it's giving Italy. And it's like you're going on some sort of adventure. Whatever you're going towards, this new cycle, this new version of yourself, it's going to be an adventure for you, and you're going to be surprised along the way. You know, it's going to bring you so much more understanding of yourself, understanding of your situation, showing you how much you have grown, how much you've held back from doing the things that you love, that you care about. And with the egg, this is about new beginnings. It's about something emerging. This is about a new life. Unexpectedly, another way. Like whatever is going to be happening as you're going through this process and you reach the tail end of it, you're going to be very surprised. You're going to be happy. It's going to be like that's beyond imagination. It's going to be even better than you can imagine. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave the reading there. Ring has to do with commitment. So it could be a commitment of any kind. It could be a romantic commitment, some type of business commitment, partnership, contract, something like that. But it says wedding token bond. Yeah, you could take this how it resonates. It could be you taking control of your life. Something may be ringing true in this reading for you. But it could possibly be that you're going to be going into this new phase, and it's going to allow you to if it has to do with a relationship, it's going to allow you to attract whatever it is that you're wanting when it comes to romantic love. It's about you healing certain parts of yourselves, selves, because I'm talking to a collective, that and purifying, allowing yourself, because I see this pink here, and this is now it's reminding me of love. It's like you want a brand new beginning in love, you know, because all this could have had to do with a relationship, but I think anytime we're trying to make some transformation within ourselves, it in turn affects how we are in relationships and the types of lovers or partners we attract into our lives. So I think as you're going through this purification process and you reach the end of it, that you're going to be approaching relationships from a different heart space, and you're going to be attracting people or partners that are more aligned to your vision, who shares the same vision as you, and it may lead to some sort of commitment, possibly a marriage, a wedding, engagement in some way, some sort of commitment. Wow. The health and eternity, yeah. A healthy relationship, healthy dynamics, a relationship that can stand the test of time, something that can overcome any challenges, you know, something. It says immortality, frozen infinity, curse. I don't think it's that. I think it's that you are removing yourself from that, from the negative space. You're possibly doing a lot of shadow work, and it's going to allow you to enter a new phase where you can have a relationship that can stand the test of time. And it could even be a healthy relationship with yourself. You could possibly be committed to having a long-term healthy relationship with yourself, taking better care of yourself, taking better care of your health, your emotional health, your physical health, your environmental health, your holistic health. So it could be that for you. So I'm going to leave the reading there for you, collective. I hope this reading resonates with you in some way. If it does, please like, share, subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I am your reader, and I am trying to reach the goal of 500 subscribers. So if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonates, if you enjoy my vibe, if you like the way I read, please subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate your support, and I wish you a wonderful weekend ahead. Take care. Bye.